we're starting here, so let me switch this over. The first map is going to be Aztec Mirror, or Aztec War on Arabia. The
Yes,
next
exactly.
7 maps will be home maps. Obviously, if you're somewhat good at math, you realize 7's not an even number. Viper, on merit of winning the league group stage, if you will, finishing first, will have 4 home maps. Jordan will only have 3. If it goes to a 9th game, it'll be mega random. But that's quite a ways away if we get that far. Let's talk about what we've got on this game. Obviously, we spawned as a Green Arabia Aztec War. Viper versus Jordan here. Viper, actually this is Jordan here I'm looking at the point of view of. In the blue, starting at the north side of the map here. And we've got Viper here, pretty much opposite him on the south. Now, I don't know if you saw the kind of other Aztec War we had in this tournament already between Ryu and Chrissy, actually the only other 2 players in this tournament. But it was a long one. It was a pretty crazy game.
Indeed.
Not a lot of stuff going on, you know, kind of in feudal and castle age, but pretty crazy once they got to Imperial. Do you see sort of a similar thing happening here, since this is also Green Arabia?
Well, as far as I see, it's Green Arabia, but still there are so many hills. If you have a look at Viper's map, he's starting off in a kind of crater, and there is nothing worse, because no matter how you're defending, you're usually defending kind of uphill. I mean, his map, I don't like his map at all. And as far as the prediction for the whole game, I would say these maps are much less wallable than the map in Viper in Riot against Chris was. So it's much harder to wall and boom for Jordan, for sure. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I guess with someone like Viper, I don't know. I mean, well, Viper and Jordan, of course, have obviously played each other so many times. They know each other very well. I don't know if you maybe think that they might try something crazy here, something a little bit different. Especially with the, I don't know, big kind of tournament coming up here. Maybe they don't want to show all the cards, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe they do.
I would be happy.
Yeah, I would love to see something like
extra
aggressive here or something like that, but we'll see.
Well, as I see it, Viper's map suits perfect for being forwarded. His gold downhill, his berries downhill, but at the same time, if you have a look at all those cliffs and wood, he can wall pretty much fast. He only needs to add some palisade in different spots, and he will be completely walled off if he wants to. So it all comes to what his decision is, what his plan is.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Viper, and I think the way that he's building his houses here kind of agrees with this, that he's going to play this. He's going to take this really seriously. He's going to try as hard as he would in any tournament game. Which means things like, unfortunately, walling, if maybe not unfortunately for everyone. But I don't think that he is going to try to be at all aggressive in feudal. He's just going to try to wall up, get to Castle Age, defend, and play this as a kind of Imperial Age Aztec War here. That's what it seems
I agree
like
with you. I think he's very much late game oriented player, macro player, as well as Jordan. And what is also important to point out right now is that Viper is walling on the top of his hill, which is also very important, because you don't want to have your... I mean, you don't usually want to leave those hills for your enemy to fight you. So you want to... The perfect spot for walling is on the top, right on the top of your hill.
Well, what we're seeing so far is barracks, militia, drush, pretty much kind of what you'd maybe expect from Aztec War here. Do you think that they will also kind of transition into Jaguars like we saw in the Chris vs. Ryu game? Or do you think maybe we'll do some Expos? Or I don't know. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's well,
Well,
Viper hasn't walled
it,
at all to the left side here, right?
yeah, and he also stopped his militia production. He only has now 3
Hmm.
militia, which means he will try to go feudal faster. Or probably he's scouting Jordan, and he wants to make sure what Jordan is doing.
Yeah, you can see Jordan here has gone for the 5 militia, the full 5 that he can
Mm-hmm.
get with that kind of extra gold you get for not needing to make loom as Aztecs. And he's still got quite a few villagers queued up here.
Mm-hmm.
Not going feudal anytime soon, whereas Viper, as you can see, is already clicked up about 20% up.
Yeah, he did.
Here come the
So,
militia here with the Eagle Warrior in tow for Jordan. I think. Do you think? It looked like Viper could have seen that with his Eagle. I'm not sure if he did.
I was trying to check it. I think he could have seen it for one moment,
Yeah, just very
but
briefly,
now he sees the wolf for sure
for
now.
sure. Yeah, and you can see him coming up with a couple of
Yeah,
villagers here as well. Although
and
maybe,
adding some
yeah.
more militia.
Oh, is he now? Okay. So he knows that Jordan has made more militia than him.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the eagle coming at the other eagle. Kind of eagle on eagle action. Unclear who got the first hit, but whoa, Jordan looked like he actually got injured because I think he took some hits earlier from villagers. Needs to be careful here as Jordan's militia come up on that eagle. Viper sending it around the stone here. Oh, do you see it? Wow, his villagers are
Yeah.
continuing to go forward.
Yes.
Wow. Viper with the significant advantage in feudal time, and it looks like he's going to try to be the aggressor. Unfortunately, he's got caught by this wolf, and if Jordan's paying attention, he'll be able to see that corpse. We'll see, but they are engaging in this battle here between the two militia. You can see, oh, wow, really good job by Jordan there to kill that eagle that Viper had run back, but he looks like he did end up, unfortunately, losing that fight. Two militia still standing here for Viper.
Wow. It's pretty unfortunate for Viper, I think, that he needed to take this fight between militias because his shot was to hit feudal as early as possible and to upgrade militia maybe and to go forward with his villagers, but he was forced to take this fight with his unupgraded Dark Age militia, and he was kind of forced to fight, and there is now no sense to upgrade them because only 2 left.
Well, it seems like Jordan maybe kind of got a smell of what's in the wind here. You can see he's already double walled, and he can actually see these two villagers. If you didn't already know that Viper's trying to forward him, he can see, and well, now obviously he sees that skirmisher. But there is a tower going up here just outside these palisade walls on the southeast portion of Jordan's base here. Switch back over.
You know what, I think Viper is not 100% serious now. I mean, he is serious, but he is not playing the way his map's supposed to be played.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying maybe to put some pressure to make this game look more entertaining, but Jordan is not answering him in this intention. And Jordan is simply walling and does a standard thing which you usually do with Aztecs on Arabia. Oh, well, actually he's in feudal also. He's not up to castle, Jordan.
Well,
Yeah.
what Jordan is doing, though, as you can see, is putting up these stone walls. He's kind of conceding that Viper with that tower up will break through this palisade wall, or more likely actually through this house. But he's ready. There's a tower going up right in front of his main gold. Let's see if he actually continues or with this stone wall. No, he's not going to continue. He's just going to let the tower do the work there. Viper coming forward now, unfortunately, sees that tower and is turning around. And you can see there's not really another entrance into Jordan's base. If he goes on the left side, he's going to be faced with double palisades there as well.
Yeah. The best thing for him would be to stop military production now and to aim for Castle Age.
That does seem like what he's doing. His archer, well, he's making archer, which isn't obviously going to really slow down his time at all since he's got plenty of gold. He hasn't made a second archer range, another military building. I think he's recognized, obviously, he's not going to do it in feudal age. He's going to have to match what Jordan's doing here, which is going right for castle. Actually, I think Viper is going to click up first here.
Yeah, maybe a few seconds or half a minute first, but they are pretty close resource-wise and pop-wise.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan opted for the earlier wheelbarrow. You can see Viper is just now clicked up.
Yeah.
Jordan will obviously not click up until at least wheelbarrow is researched. I think he'll have the food if he drops to be able to click up as soon as this is done. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of vital time. There he goes now. So he is approximately, what, like 25% behind Viper here in terms of uptime. Population pretty similar. And Jordan actually does have a couple of archers that he's made. He's got 7 in total. He does have 2 ranges.
And Viper is also adding his second range. He left this spot right for the archery range on his base.
An opening, you say?
I was saying he's putting in the archery range in a spot which he left before, especially for the archer.
He is completely walled off here now. I assume there's nothing by this cliff on the edge. But Jordan's the one who had made the gate. A little bit easier maybe for him to get in and out. How much do you think these guys are going to commit to Castle Age, knowing pretty much both players are fully walled? Or are they just going to try to go for a quick Imperial?
Well, yeah, I would say the best thing to do is to aim for Imperial Age while trying to harass your opponent with archers, the way it's standardly played with Aztecs. So it's pretty much a race to whoever hits Imperial Age earlier and hitting your opponent where you can while booming.
It looks to me like Viper isn't going to add TCs here. I don't see anything coming, and he's certainly not put the eco emphasis on wood to get the TCs. So to me that says that he's looking for a pretty fast Imperial Age time. We'll see.
Jordan putting up, two TCs.
Oh, this is interesting. Kind of divergent strategies here once they got to Castle Age. Both players, though, do have armies in the middle, and it looks like we're going to maybe have an engagement, but Jordan downhill is going to... He needs to be careful here. And he's kind of keeping just out of range, although here comes Viper. No. Jordan's now on top of the hill and won't have the kind of disadvantage of having to fire uphill as he walks around. Oh, he can get onto these woodcutters.
Yeah, he knows that Viper is cutting wood in that spot.
But here comes Viper from the right side to try and fend off this army. Pretty equal numbers, it looks like. Upgrade-wise, one more armor upgrade for Viper. But both players doing their best to try to micro back and forth and get what they can on each other. Nice shot. Oh, 2 nice shots there from Jordan. Oh, wow. Jordan did really well there, I think. Looks like he got...
Yeah, much more than Viper
3
did.
to 2, something like that. That's what it looks like to me in terms of kills. But he's needs to be careful. Well, now he's kind of giving up any advantage he had. Oh no, he's letting Viper get so close to him. I think Viper's going to be able to kill a lot of units here. Look at him getting closer. The numbers are quickly dwindling for Jordan as he runs back and forth to try to avoid these volleys of arrows coming in. He's going to escape with just 4 expos. But he did kill a reasonable number, at least, of Viper's units. You can see 8 expos, or 7 in a skirm here.
He did, but what is more important, he distracted Viper from gathering wood and he delayed third TC coming up. Because Viper's villagers needed to back away to hide from arrows.
Yeah, you can see there's a pop advantage slowly going towards Jordan here. He's got over a 10 pop advantage. And they have pretty similar army numbers. Obviously, Jordan getting those TCs up, TCs 2 and 3 up earlier than Viper was able to.
And we also see a siege workshop by Jordan. He's not adding a mangonel yet. That's just to keep him safe in case Viper is putting some pressure.
As for Viper, he's heading towards Jordan's base here along the right side of the map. And he's gonna go through this kind of hole that he had made earlier in Feudal Age. Unfortunately, here comes Jordan right back on his wood. As you can see, the north wood that Viper has. Viper having to move those villagers away.
Yeah, this crater placement plays a bad role with Viper. Plays a bad game, this game.
Well,
sorry, you were going to say something. Yeah.
No, just saying that you can see Jordan putting up these two houses to try to keep Viper out of his base if he tries to run past that tower. Viper not choosing to send back his army, he thinks that he can handle it with the tower and the TC, and he's probably right. Or sorry, Jordan, I should say. Jordan keeping his expos forward. I think it looks like he got one villager there on that north lumber camp of Viper, but that's it. Viper has kind of moved away, found a different spot. A safer spot. Neither player really is going to be able to do much damage here. Yeah. Jordan's still kind of keeping about that 10 pop advantage. It's probably about evened out now that they both have the same number of TCs. But again, Jordan was able to get his up earlier.
But if you check Viper's economy, he has lots of gold. And he's also now putting a castle.
So here's this castle coming up just north of this gold pile in this TC here.
It makes me think he could switch to... Well, it definitely means he's...
Oh, you need to be careful here. Here comes the Mangonel to try to defend against Jordan's expos, and Jordan's going to kind of back away. As the army from Viper comes up from the north here, and now they're going to have a little engagement. This is kind of tough for Jordan because he keeps having to run to the north to avoid hits from that Mangonel, although Viper's not really... He didn't really move any of his expos the whole time. He kind of let Jordan take shots at his static army. But now he's going to get some decent downhill hits as Jordan... Slight mistake there to kind of let his army mingle, but certainly not catastrophic. He's now got his Mangonel coming up forward. Neither player really is going to make progress here. You can see the castle is also going up for Jordan here. Jordan looks like he's going to be the first to click up. He's already got the food. He's just short of gold. Now he's got it. And there it is.
And both players heavily on stone. So we're gonna definitely see Jaguar Wars.
Yeah. Gonna see something pretty close to a repeat of that Chris vs. Ryu game.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Well, they are setting a new fashion for how Aztecs Wars are going to be played.
Yeah,
and
we'll
Jordan,
see.
Yeah. Jordan also made a decision to place a force TC because his gold outside of his base could be a little bit vulnerable, so he needed to secure this spot, so he placed a force TC, which is not necessary in Aztecs War. 3 TCs is usually enough to set a decent economy.
So one thing that really came into play in that Chris vs. Ryu game was who controlled the relics. What you can see Jordan doing already is moving forward with his expos, or some of them, and a Mangonel to let his monk take kind of that forward relic that really was Viper's.
Yeah.
In terms of, I can only find 4 relics. I don't see where the 5th one went. It's hard to say.
Oh, Viper got 1, and Jordan got how many?
So Viper's got 1.
Jordan got 2.
2 in the middle of the map, and then Jordan got the other one. Is that what I'm seeing here?
So it's 5. It makes 5. One of their...
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I see what it is. So each player has 1 in the monastery already. Jordan's bringing that one he just kind of stole back. Right? I don't think he got it back already. And then there's two in the middle of the map.
And they're most likely gonna be Vipers because he's controlling this area with his castles. So he's gonna pick these relics.
Yeah, it would be
He
really
doesn't even need
hard
to play.
for
Mhm.
Jordan to get this relic at the bottom of the hill and to the north of Viper's castle here. In any case, both players
Yes.
are now Imperial Age.
Yeah, and Viper has 3 castles while Jordan only has 2 at the moment. They're both trying to sort of not only build castles but secure as bigger part of the map as possible for themselves. You can see Jordan walling on the right side of the map because there is a gold pile. He wants to be on his side of the map, and Viper securing the middle of the map, and he's controlling a hill, which is also important because it's going to be hard for Jordan to fight downhill and to kill these castles.
Yeah, I really like what Viper did here, although I guess it's obviously made a lot easier by just its general map, but to be able to put up those 2 castles right on top of that hill, securing that gold. If you saw over on the right side, Jordan's still
Yes.
trying to wall off this kind of extra gold on the right side of the map, but unfortunately Viper's got 2 Jaguars there, and I'm sure he's going to turn around at any moment and hit these villagers. But yeah, this is tough for Jordan. He went forward up this hill and saw what he was up against. Those 2 castles, the Jaguars, a couple of X-Bows. Some Trebs coming out now for Viper as he brings that monk back, grabbing that relic from the bottom of the hill there. Actually, it looks like... Unfortunately, Viper didn't quite see those villagers on the right side of the map, more focused on what's maybe going on in the middle.
Yes.
And Jordan actually gets a convert on this X-Bow here. And, oh, unfortunately loses that monk in the middle of the map. But both players maybe just playing a little bit safe, building up. I think Viper, despite the score, differential, the deficit that he is under, feels pretty good about his position, right? He's got the castles. He's getting a 3rd one now on top of this hill. It's gonna be hard, I think.
And his military at the moment is his army is twice as big as Jordan's. So Jordan has just researched Garland Wars, which is an upgrade in Castle Age for Aztecs, and it gives you +4 for all infantry units. I doubt, Viper doesn't have it yet.
And that gold that you can see just to the north of these castles of Viper, that's Jordan's gold that he is not able to mine right now. The saving grace for him, of course, is that he does have this kind of extra 3 pile of gold to the right side of the map that he'll be able to move on to when he needs to, actually, which apparently is now. I can see some villagers heading over there. Neither player trying to make an aggressive move here for the middle.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, this spot in the middle is controlled by Viper so heavily that it would make no sense for Jordan to try to hit here.
Yeah, on the left side of the map, it looks like he had tried to make a barracks, got his villager caught, but now he's just making a barracks behind his own walls. He's already got a TC up on the left side. He can bring more villagers in if he wants to try to do something a little sneaky over on the left side. But Viper's got a ram over here on the right side, actually, trying to get into this gate, into where these gold miners are for Jordan. He knows he can see that 1 gold that Jordan's not able to use. Maybe hoping he can kind of strangle him on gold. But Jordan's got a decent amount of army on the left side, but it looks like he's now backing away. We'll see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, he's also adding eagles from his barracks.
Oh, yeah.
Placed in different spots. His shot is for raiding Viper, and I'm not sure how.
Yeah, this is interesting.
If it will pay off.
You can see he's actually even got a barracks all the way on the right corner of the map, and he's now just trying to get some eagles into the eco, into the back of, did they put, I guess, are you stopped here? Looks like
yes, I'm stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, they paused.
And you can see that Viper doesn't have the Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade. Obviously, Jordan does. Jordan's just trying to maybe get some kind of eco advantage. There he goes. I don't think he's going to want to necessarily engage here with his Jaguars in the middle of the map. And okay, now he's going to back away. Just trying to do as much damage. Eagles are obviously such a great raiding unit with that really high Pierce armor. And of course the speed. Oh, he's got 3 siege rams going up the hill. Is he actually going to go for this? 2 of them go back. Unfortunately, he's going to lose this one coming from the very north. Is that another castle from Viper? No, it's Siege Workshop. Oh, and they are going to engage in this Jaguar Warrior battle, and it looks like Jordan's going to get the better of it with a little bit higher numbers, kind of catching Viper out, and also with that hill advantage. Unfortunately, he does lose a couple of siege rams thus far, but he is trying to be aggressive here, going for the hill. No, he's going to the south, actually. He's kind of going to let this siege ram and archers die. Where is he going? Not sure where he's going with his Jaguars, but you can see he's still just doing what he can, trying to get into the eco of Viper with those eagles.
This is
needs to be careful here on the right side.
He did get in on the right, but I'm not sure if it makes that much sense at the moment.
Well, he's in with 4 eagles, as you can see, and there's not really anything back here for Viper just at the moment. But, I mean, Viper is coming forward now with the traps, and you can see he's got Onagers in tow. You need to, oh wow, that looks like a pretty good hit to me from that Onager onto the Jaguar Warriors, and Viper's definitely got way more Jaguar Warriors here. Jordan's gonna have to back away, you can see that. And he is trying to furiously repair this castle. I don't see how he's going to be able to save it. By furiously, it's like 4 villagers, so I guess that's not really fair to say. But he doesn't have the army at the moment to deal with what Viper is bringing right down his throat. What he is doing is getting these eagles into the back of the economy of Viper. Although Viper is slowly walling him out. We'll see if he can continue to get that accomplished.
But actually, Viper is controlling the middle of the map at the moment, the bigger part of the map, so even if his economy is raided, it won't be that hard for him to rebuild. And also at this stage of the game, they both have such big stockpiles of resources, they're both popped, so this raiding doesn't do a lot of harm at the moment.
As for gold, yeah. Well, I was just going to say that Viper's also now taking the gold of Jordan in the center of the map.
There isn't much action going on, so they're not losing units. They do not need to rebuild units, so they are not spending much resources at the moment. And raiding, that's why raiding won't pay off at this particular moment in this situation.
For the moment, Jordan looks to have maybe stalled out the attack of Viper, but we could be in for quite a fight here, as both players now have Onager.
Oh, did you see it?
No, what happened? Oh my god,
right
what? I guess you're ahead of me. I just saw what you must have just saw.
Killed half of
about 20 Jaguars just died to those Onagers. Wow. So this is really bad for Jordan. You can see he's also lost almost all of his own Onagers. Look at all these Jaguars coming to the north now from Viper.
Looks really bad.
Jordan is in a world of hurt here. He needs to quickly rebuild something to stop Viper from streaming into his base with all these Jaguars that he does not have currently accounted for. And he's obviously got those trapped in tow. He's actually kind of luring Viper way over to the right here, but now Viper kind of... Oh, you can see he just got the Siege Onager upgrade too. Did Jordan? Does Viper have that yet? No.
Is Viper upgrading it?
Let's see.
Siege Onager?
I don't see it anywhere, no. And he's got the resources. I'm kind of surprised he isn't.
Yes. He's got many. Well, they haven't been fighting for a long time. They are sitting both popped, so and resources keep coming. I feel like Viper is a little bit out-macroing because Jordan only has 3 castles and Well, Viper has 4,
Yeah,
but it feels like the amount of the amount of Jaguars is always so much bigger on Viper's side.
yeah, and Viper's actually kind of a little bit hurting for food here. You can see he's like at 200 food, whereas Jordan's at 4K plus.
Yeah, well, he got raided a little bit, mainly where his food income was. But he's now adding villagers, and he's gonna be fine soon.
I'm a little surprised Viper pulled back there. He actually is letting Jordan take back this gold right here that was once originally his. There's still a ton of gold left on it. The
Well, the
lowest
thing
gold
is,
pile is like 600.
he sees siege onagers, so he won't risk fighting them, and he's at the moment researching his own siege onagers. And as soon as they are ready, he's going to go for this spot.
Mm-hmm.
We see him moving onagers. The upgrade is almost done. Yeah, it's done now.
Hey, I hate to do this in the game. I feel like take a 30-second real quick AFK here. Just gonna put on view lock. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay, really sorry about that. I am back.
I wasn't talking because I was not sure whose lock you are watching.
Yeah, I went on Vipers. I guess I should have gone on Jordan's because I think he was the host. But in any case, these two trips kind of got caught out here by Viper. Jordan's going to be able to take them down. I think he'll probably back away. I don't think he wants to engage these Jaguars. Yeah, he's going to back away. Still with the score lead for Jordan here. Both players really close to pop cap.
Yeah. And they're both now short for gold.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, Viper with 3 of the relics, Jordan with 2. And again,
Yes.
Jordan had to use kind of clever tactics just to get that second relic. He really kind of stole that one from Viper.
Yeah. I really love the situation because it's a little bit funny how they're both sitting, camping on some spots, both having siege onagers. But now you see Viper left all his siege onagers protecting the hill and castles, and he's attacking the castle. You pointed it out.
Yep.
But he left some siege onagers for protecting himself.
As they comment on the how fun it is to play Aztec Wars.
They're playing so defensively, both of them. I guess, as far as I remember Riot's and Chris' game, they were more impatient. It felt like they both wanted to initiate the fight, even if it was not the best placement for the fight. And here we see Riot's an opposite situation.
Yeah, I think Chris and Riot both felt that they were going to out-micro the other person with their Siege Onagers. Whereas in this game, both players are trying to avoid a Siege Onager disaster that'll kind of lose them the game. Even though I guess it was pretty close to happening earlier when Viper was able to kill all those Jaguars with his Onagers. But you can see Jordan's camping up with 5 of his traps and not trying to commit any more than this one Siege Maker, which he's slowly winning this war. Oh no. And I assume he'll go repair that one now. Oh, I think he's oh, I'm surprised he actually packed here. I thought oh, Viper? Is this Viper trying to break through the the wood here?
Yes, looks like.
Oh, this could be fun.
Yeah.
I expected Jordan to just start trying to rain trap shots on that. But unfortunately now he's sending kind of 3 Eagle Warriors at that. I'm not sure if these Jaguars are going to get there in time. I don't think they are.
1 hit left.
Oh!
Just 1 hit.
Well, Jordan at least didn't take hits from that those Jags, but... Oh, is he gonna... Wow. I mean... Viper is just taking up the kind of top of the hills, kind of inviting Jordan to come at him. Just sitting up at the top of the hill and saying, hey, come at me, bro. And
Yeah.
Jordan's not budging.
Yeah. They both understand that strategically the advantage is on Viper's side, and the game is kind of stuck because of that. Because Jordan is not going to go for this hill, and Viper is also maybe afraid of losing his advantage if he attacks and loses. So it's more safe for him just to sit to camp in the middle of the map and to wait for Jordan to attack.
Yeah.
But this is very funny.
As Viper tries to take out some of these buildings on the left side for Jordan, but not really committing too much there. But, I mean, again, that gold of Jordan's just sitting there in the middle of the map. Neither player wants to commit to it because it's
Yeah.
just kind of a flat land, and yeah, Viper doesn't want to give up the hill. Jordan doesn't want to
Yeah.
commit down into it. So they're both kind of skirting around the edges here.
Oh,
But
actually,
eventually-
Jordan is now unpacking. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he's coming forward.
unpacking the trebuchets.
He's gonna try to
Let's
maybe
see.
take out some of these Siege Onagers with these traps. Oh, he got to convert on that Siege Onager! And now he's trying to get... Oh, he nailed that Siege Onager on the
Wow.
left side of the hill. This really
That
turned
was
around quickly
tremendous.
for Jordan. Really, wow, that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, though, Viper still has those 3 castles on top of the hill. So he...
I love it.
Wow, he still has to do something about that. But maybe slowly bleeding out that gold of Viper. Although, again, Viper was more relics. He's got some siege rams and pikemen over here on the left side. Does Jordan that are going to try to start breaking through that gate. Let's see what he tries to do in the middle. I mean, it's just... Since they've been sitting there for so long, it's pretty easy for each player at this point to replace losses. Oh, he kind of killed a bunch of Jags with his own Siege Onager there. But both players with a lot of Trebs, a lot of Siege Onagers, and a lot of Jags, and oh my god, are they going to go for it? Staggered formation coming in for Viper, and all these Siege Onagers get these hits on the Trebs of Jordan. All these Trebs of Jordan are going to die, but he's still got a ton of Siege Onagers way in the back here. And let's see what he does with them, because that's what's going to matter the most. Unfortunately, he's got all these Jaguars of Viper that are able to get right in on the Siege Onagers. This is really bad for Jordan. He's completely outnumbered now. Treb's still alive. Oh, that went so poorly for Jordan. Wow. Jordan had like a 2k score lead before that fight started. And it's now basically even. 151 pop
And
for Jordan. Wow.
Check it. He's chaotically, very quickly adding barracks and how is it called? Archery ranges, and he's making trash units because he's run out of gold. So he's making pikes and skirmishes very quickly because he has just lost like 50 or 60 military pop, and he's.
Yeah. Maybe the only saving grace for the moment is that he was able to break in on the bottom side of the map, but he's only got pikemen and... Oh, he took out the monastery, actually.
Yeah.
So the 3 relics are sitting there. But the Jags are going to come back and help defend. But at least that'll buy him time in his own base for the moment, because Viper's going to have to commit some Jags to take care of these Rams and pikemen here. You can see all these Jaguars coming back, and obviously they're going to be able to pretty easily handle what Jordan has going on down there. But he did take out, well, a few things, at least. I thought he took out A couple of villagers and a monastery, and now Viper has to spend gold to try to recapture those relics. Back in the middle, I mean, Viper just doesn't have the numbers at the moment to push forward, but he's still got those siege generators, which are going to be tough with just these trash units sitting on top of this hill for Jordan, but that's not going to stop him. He's going forward right with those pikemen, and he's did a pretty good job because he got 2 of those Onagers down already.
Yeah. And he's trying to get one trebuchet down, which is the injured one.
He's gonna, oh my god, it looked like that Onager. He does actually kill it, but it looked like that Onager was gonna kill it with that shot. He does lose all of his pikemen, but again, I mean, just trash units, I don't think he cares too much. And now you can see Jordan is going and trying to take this gold. Unfortunately, here comes a siege Onager forward from Viper, which is going to die, but takes out a couple villagers in the process. Tough for Jordan to make any progress anymore on the left and bottom side of the map with just those pikemen as he's facing Jaguars from Viper. As for Viper, he's moving down this hill with these Siege Onagers and the Jaguars. Jordan is completely off this gold mine. He cannot mine from it anymore safely. Wow, how did that? I didn't see how that one Siege Onager died, but apparently it did.
No, I haven't seen either.
A couple of Eagles now also for Viper. You can see obviously has the elite upgrade as well. Almost full upgrades on these skirmishers for Jordan. I assume Viper has fixed his relic situation, which he has. And also re-walled the left side. And now is going forward on the left side with those Jaguars.
I feel like they are going to be so exhausted after this game, but still the whole set is ahead.
Yeah, my goodness.
And
this is game 1 here, folks.
This is what happens when 2 similar style players face each other and they both play defensively, and it ends up in a endless defensive positional war, and which never ends.
Well, Viper was able to briefly get some of those Eagles up in on that wood-cutting camp of Jordan, but Jordan backs away to the castle, and now Viper will retreat to his hill. The left gold mine that was here has been mined out by Jordan, so the only remaining gold on the map is just this middle gold that they have been fighting over pretty much the whole
Comet,
game.
I need to leave you for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
No problem. And it looks like Viper is also kind of moving on into the trash unit production mode here. Not really able to keep up the production of gold units. As you can see, he's down to about 500 gold. He actually kind of hurting on wood here, but not, you know, devastatingly so. Still got these Jaguars over on the left side, doing what they can. I'd maybe like to see some skirmishers here at some point. If it's going to be such a big trash war from Viper. Oh, wow. What is going on in this right corner here for Jordan? He's trying to get a town center up. Right on this kind of forest in the corner of Viper's land, really. Maybe thinking that there might be a large stalemate and maybe he can use kind of a positional advantage to surround Viper, attack from multiple sides. Because Viper, he does have those castles in the middle, but he's not really been able to make any progress. Unfortunately, for Jordan, here comes a bunch of Eagle Warriors from Viper coming up this hill to start attacking these skirmishers, which obviously are really bad versus Eagle Warriors. So for the moment, Viper will be able to take out that army, but the town center is up, and Jordan has a couple of villagers there, about 10 villagers. Well, 8 villagers, whatever. Although not like they do super great versus Eagles anyway. But Jordan is, well, he's still doing it again. Just pikemen raiding is what he's doing basically. Just sending pikemen to random locations. Oh, this will be bad for Jordan. Looks like it's going to be the end of his little excursion over on the right side of the map, as the Vipers brought in the Siege Onagers and is taking this hill. He actually, wow, he lost it. I'm surprised he lost that Siege Onager. I'm not really sure how that happened. economy-wise, this is Jordan Thrifter, so you can see he's doing really well for food and wood. Viper, as mentioned, a little bit low on wood. He actually is